Hey folks, I am Becky with Enduring Finances. Welcome to my channel. Today we're taking a look at the goals that I set for myself in August, the goals that I set for myself to accomplish this month in September, and the overall status of my budget and how everything impacted that during the month of August. I know this video is a little late, as though we'll kind of cover I moved and did some big life transitions and got sick, of course, because it was stressful. And so here we are, a few weeks late, but still continuing on with my updates and sharing my financial journey to hopefully becoming completely financially independent in the future. So without further ado, let's jump into the goals that I accomplished or did not accomplish in August, and bear with me if I cough because I am still getting over being sick again. Okay, so the first goal we had was to break down the cost of the rental, the different variations that I could have done with it as far as long-term and short-term rentals. Did not do that yet. It's probably not going to happen in September. I think I put it on my goals at the very beginning. Not going to happen in September. I wanted to walk or work out every day. Didn't happen in August. I did move into my girlfriend's house, living with her and her daughter now. It has been fantastic, absolutely wonderful. I started classes at Boise State. We are in, when I'm filming this today, we're in week 5, which is crazy to think about. And then of course I wanted to do the breakdown of the Rover articles, which has been on my list for a couple months now, and I still have not done that because life. And then I wanted to break even with my finances this last month, which we did with a little help from my stock portfolio, but that doesn't matter. It's there for me to be able to use it how I need it. But that wraps up the goals that I accomplished or did not accomplish in August. Let's go ahead and take a look at my September goals. So we went ahead and moved, break down the cost of the rental to September. I already know now that we're mid-September it's not going to happen. Probably not going to get the Rover articles either, because I need to design the 2025 photo calendar, which takes priority the top of these two. So that's going to be my big push. I've got a lot of homework and projects, and the house is taking way longer than I anticipated. The goal is to finish the rental model stuff by the end of the month. It might be like the first weekend in October that it finishes. It just kind of depends how the bathroom goes, because the bathroom is ending up to be the biggest project of my life and is just never ending, it feels like. We were going to do an insert didn't work, tried a different insert, that insert didn't work, then we decided we had a tile, so I had to pick tile and then get all the materials required for tiling, and ended up taking down the drywall because they didn't have backer board, and then found some rotted wood, so we had to take out wood and put new wood in. Long story short, we are almost ready to tile. I've got a tiny little bit of patchwork on drywall and just making it look a little nice before we do the tiling. I want to try and take an easy day to rest. I've got some big plans for that day. I think it's going to be a good one. And then I want to walk or work out every day. Jackson has been a little bit neglected with the crazy schedule changes, so I want to try and make sure that I am walking him at least 5 days a week. I would love to get back to every single day. It just depends on the weather and how hot it is outside. Because if I get home at 5 o'clock at night and it's 90 degrees and the cement is too hot, I can't take him. But we got our gym set up. It's fantastic. I've done a couple workouts out there. I'm excited to use that in the long-term future as far as working out. But that wraps up all the goals that I set for September. We already know some of these are not attainable, and I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but I'm going to do the most that I can with what I've got, and maybe I can do partial breakdown and partial articles. But without further ado, let's jump into my budget and see how I was able to spend all my money and still somehow break even by digging into my stock portfolio a little bit more. Alright, so again, the biggest expense is the mortgage on my house, which is going to be the rental, but it's not rented out yet. So we paid $1,209 for that, $71.30 for my car insurance. It went up again. I'm not happy about that, but it is what it is. We didn't have to pay trash or sewer this month. We have the 85-15% split of my internet at the rental, which is, I need to update that because that is going to be full business expense there. And then I'll have to split expenses with the girlfriend. So we'll see some updates. We haven't merged finances yet because August was a partial month of me moving in, and we've kind of both decided that it wouldn't be fair for me to start paying like part of the mortgage here until I started renting out the house, which I totally agree with. So once the house is fully functioning, we'll see a lot of changes with the expenses because we have different houses. And then $80.12 on water, and then $112.64 on electrical, a little bit down there. It was still super hot in August, and because of that, we're leaving the AC on when I'm working and doing renovations there, so that's where we are. Groceries is where we saw the biggest decline here, though, because we only spent $156.23 on groceries. My budget is around, estimated budget, we always go over the food because food is way expensive, is $300 a month. Most of this is because, one, I moved, two, we have been eating a ton of my freezer food, so we didn't have to move it, and we didn't have to keep storing it, so we can get a good cycle going on. And two, because we're splitting food now and sharing that cost with as easily as we can. And so we spent $156.23 on groceries. We did see a lot more on takeout food, Panda, Starbucks, Burger King. Spent it at $83.41. Some of this is just because doing renovations in the kitchen made it almost impossible to eat there, and I had to take my brother out because he helped me do some demolition work and just all the stuff. The biggest expense that we've seen, to caveat the grocery takedown, is gas, and this is because now I'm commuting 45 minutes to Boise. So 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, and it's about 45 miles. And so we're seeing my gas expense go up, almost essentially doubling. I had estimated $150. We're over $306, almost $307, with a little bit of business credit there, but it is going to continue to be very high. That will go down once I don't have to commute as many days to Boise, because I'm only going to school 2 days a week down there, but right now I'm going to Boise like 4 or 5 days a week to do house maintenance stuff. As far as health and maintenance, I spent $200 on counseling, $332.99 on textbooks for school, which is a big ouch. One of those is a Spanish book, which is online, and it's good for 2 years, and it covers 4 college classes of Spanish. So even though it was really expensive, it covers 4 semesters, 2 full years of college Spanish. So that's, the goal, to continue doing that. I had to get new wiper blades, oil, and WD-40, and that brought all of my health and maintenance stuff to $564.25. As far as fun and other, I had to get Jackson's meds. We were a few weeks off on that. Spent $200.44 doing that. Bought new house stuff for the house that I'm in now. Just organization stuff, some stuff for the gym, a weight stand to put weight plates on, and then we spent $19.69 on a camping trip for us. And so for fun and other, I ended up spending $364.70. And then we celebrated 6 months, and I got her some flowers, and we did some food and all the things, but I ended up spending $10.03 outside of what I was estimating for that, and it was a very good day. Moving down to business expenses, we're seeing that 85-15% split with internet between my old house and business. This will update soon. I ended up paying, I totally forgot about Norton Security this month, so it was a big surprise when it came through, because I forgot that I forgot to mark it down that it comes through in August. So I paid $109.99 in Norton Security, and that covers my computer and all the business stuff that goes on with that. And then we jump into enduring finances, and a lot of this has to do with the rental house. It is being essentially circled up in that business expense there. We paid $12.45 on shipping. That's just because I sold something and needed to ship it out. We had to get some more painting stuff, some stuff for the bathroom and the cabinet, and then just general stuff for that rental house, bringing that total to $101.26 spent there. As far as Holy Smokes Photography, big expensive month. We made money though. $48.37 in SE fees, $20.47 in SE marketing, and then we spent $292.21 printing photographs and canvas prints for individuals, bringing that total to $361.05. And I should say this printing cost here also covers the shipping from the third-party organization that I use. They're fantastic. And then as far as additional income, we made $13 and we spent $13.32 on gas, calculated in a separate spreadsheet. We'll jump to that when we get to the income. But that brings all of my business expenses, including rental house stuff, to $635.62 this month. Let's go ahead and jump into the income that I made this month. So we still have that VA benefit fixed rate 2024. We made $524.31 there. I got pleasantly surprised by the GI Bill this month. When I went to school before, you would start school in August, but you wouldn't see a payment for that August until September 1st. And so it was going to be essentially like half a month in August, so a little check in September, and then a full check in October. And they surprised me. I get a book stipend, which was like $500, and then I got the first part of my GI Bill payment, and that came in on the 28th of August. I got a little note saying they're going to pay them on the 28th, so I'm getting paid essentially. It impacts like a whole month before, because I get the money before the end of the month. So we got $1,400.93 for the GI Bill there. Because I didn't know the GI Bill was coming at that point in time, did sell off about $520 worth of stock shares. I sold Apple and one other stock that are super high right now, and then $500 from others, so that came out to about $1,020 there. And then we made $20.49 off of Enduring Finances. That is primarily from selling I can't remember what it was sold, because I sold it right at the beginning of the month. I think it was a holster for a pistol that I used when I was in the Army. And then for Holy Smokes Photography, we earned $406.97 from those prints, those canvas and photograph prints that I sold. And then additional income, we saw a big update here. I earned $405 from donating plasma. I'm doing that because I'm still in Boise right now and planning to continue that through the end of the year, and then probably cut that off completely. And then I made $62 doing Lime scooters. And this is where we see the big update, because I got an email from Lime saying that they are going to cancel my contract with them. I was operating as an independent contractor for Lime for the past, 4 years now. 4 or 5 years now. I feel like that's not enough time, or too much time. I don't know. It's been a few years. I knew it was coming. They put down the notice from our local area operator manager person that they were going to be transitioning completely to logistics partners, and I either needed to become a logistics partner or fall under a logistics partner. I went through an initial overview of what it would look like to become a logistics partner, and I didn't feel ethically good enough to take that spot, because it's really, Lime got in trouble in California for doing contractor workers when they should have been classified as employees. And I know, based off of my background and my knowledge in business law and human resource management, that I would not be able to ethically run a business here that was profitable, hiring people as independent contractors doing the work, because it's technically should be classified as employees, paid an hourly wage, and all of the benefits that go with that. And so I opted not to do that. And none of the logistics partners here in Boise are operating that way yet. And I didn't, because I moved to Mountain Home, it didn't feel like a good transition for me to go work for one of them, even part-time while I was doing school. So I am no longer doing Lime scooters. We'll just wrap that up. No longer doing Lime scooters. It is an end of an era for that. And I'm kind of excited because I don't have to lift the big heavy things anymore, and we're moving forward with different ways that I can make money, going into the rental aspect of the house and everything there. But that is the big update there. No more Lime scooters. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Made some good money doing it. Hard work. but into a new part of life with everything that's happening. So that brought my additional income, which will drop now, to $467 even, bringing my total income for the month of August to $3,839.70. And because we brought in the extra money from stock portfolio and had the GI Bill and everything come in, we are up $461.11. We spent $3,378, earned $3,839, so we're a positive $460. So I definitely broke even this month, just because of the way everything's going with timing, getting the GI Bill and buying stuff for the rental. I'm probably going to dip into my stocks again in September, just to make sure that I don't put myself in a pickle and I can still do projects and renovations on the house as I need, and then eventually I'll get to a place where it doesn't impact me, the timing of when the GI Bill payments are coming through. As far as personal, up $1,000, almost $1,100. During finances, we were way under with $80 in expenses. We didn't make enough income to cover that. And then with Holy Smokes Photography, we were positive $45.92, just based off the expenses for printing, shipping, marketing, and fees in there. So not too bad there. One of the best months I've had as far as sales for my photography stuff. The idea with that is to kind of clean? No, I don't know what the right word is, but get more strict on myself with the photos that I'm selling and cut down those fees so that I'm only selling like the very best of what I've got and making big money off of that, like big sales, I should say. Large amounts in sales from that and lower the fees for the ones that aren't creating a lot of revenue there. But that is going to wrap up my budget breakdown and my goals for August 2024. I am excited, so excited to, 1, get done with the house, 2, continue to work out in this awesome gym that we've got, and 3, just move forward with life. Big transitions, big moving pieces, and just a lot of exciting things going on. Going into fall and the holidays, and that is my girlfriend's favorite time of year, so looking forward to that. I'm going to wrap it up here because I'm going to lose my voice and I need to essentially get ready to make breakfast for the kid. But pretty good month. I think September will be exciting, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, folks.